Hi guys, my name is Ashley Wardorf and I'm doing my demonstration speech on baked spaghetti. Baked spaghetti is a recipe that has been passed down my line of family for a long time now. My great-great-grandma used to make this recipe for the family when she was still living. My mom used to always reminisce and tell us stories about how she remembered making baked spaghetti when she was a little girl. Hearing the memories and thinking of the memories that me and my brother share with my mom while making this recipe is always a neat thing to think about. Our favorite part was always adding the cheese because whoever's in charge of the cheese got to decide how little or how much that they wanted to add. Now that we're older and experienced with this yummy recipe, we will try to keep the tradition going. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make the best baked spaghetti. This spaghetti is rich, gooey, cheesy, and just melts in your mouth. While this recipe is delicious, fun, and easy to make, it also has a family history behind it for me. And another good thing about this recipe is that it's very flexible. We keep ours simple because of the children in our family, but you can add just about anything to this and make it awesome. So, baked spaghetti is probably one of the easiest recipes to involve kids in, number one thing. As a child, I always loved making this recipe because you can't mess it up. All you really need is noodles, cheese, spaghetti sauce. Today I'm going to add pepperoni to it too, just because that's what we're having for dinner tonight, and they suggested having pepperoni in it. And I browned my hamburger meat a little ahead of time. So here's my noodles already in the pot. So next I'm going to go ahead and add our meat in here. It's best to use a big bowl because trying to combine all this in a little bowl does not work out how it should. It gets a little messy. So I'm going to go ahead and stir my meat in a little bit. Now I'm going to add some sauce so it's not as dry. And I'm going to go ahead and use 2 because I actually browned a little more hamburger meat, so I had to make more noodles. But usually we just do this in a 1-pound recipe, so you only need one big thing of sauce. Go ahead and stir all this together. And see, when we were kids, this was the best part because you could combine it all by yourself and still feel independent without needing an adult's help. So, my favorite part still to this day is adding all the cheese into the combination. And I'm just using mozzarella cheese. You can use whatever type of cheese that you want to use. I'm also going to use a little more cheese because our recipe got doubled. Now I'm going to save half of our cheese to put on the top of it so it's a golden brown color. Stir all that together. There's some pepperonis in here. This is still a fun recipe for my family because we make it probably about once every 2 weeks, and we'll sit down at the dinner table and just talk about the memories that we all share with this recipe and why it's so important. And even though it's nothing special, maybe not to you guys, it has a deeper meaning to us. Like I said, this is a flexible recipe. You can add peppers, onions, all of that. We try to keep it simple because of the kids, like I mentioned before. So all this is mixed together. And now I have my oven preheated to about 425 is what I have it on right now. But you can, if you want it to bake a little longer or you want it to get done faster, you make your judgments. So now I'm going to just pour this in our dish that I greased. It's a good bit of pasta. Hope you guys are hungry, right? Wish you guys could smell it. It smells really yummy. even all this out. And then it's just ready to go into the oven whenever you guys want, you know. So today I showed you how to make a simple but fun recipe, which was baked spaghetti. This recipe has been around my family for generations now. What better way to make memories, though, than a recipe that's passed down through the line, right? It's the little things in life that allow us to share memorable moments with those who are the most important. This recipe probably doesn't seem like much to most people, but to me and my family, it has many more memories than anyone could count.